Hi everyone, welcome back to Law School Gems with Bria. My name is Bria Riley and I am the founder of Law School Gems. I am also a practicing in-house attorney for a publicly traded company working in their marketing and advertising legal group here in Dallas, Texas. Now, before we begin or jump into our topic today, which is going to focus on outlining, I want to affirm you today and thank you for joining. I'm so proud of you for being here. If you were here, you have already taken the necessary steps to gain as much information and knowledge as possible in order to set you up for success. And do you know why? Because you are trying to soak in as much as possible to apply it to your law school journey. You are not here by mistake. Regardless of what's going on in the world around you, stay focused on your goals and always remember your why. And don't get distracted. Don't allow naysayers to dictate the vision that has been put on your life or how it unfolds. Don't allow people who don't understand that vision to show up and obstruct it. You owe it to yourself to be the best that you can be and to show up every single day and give 100% of what you got. Again, thank you for showing up here today. And without further ado, let's jump right on into outlining.
We are born to win. Come and learn the basics with Law School Gems.
Outlining is a combination of class notes, case briefs, important information that you've written down during office hours with your professors, and then also hypotheticals, right? Practice questions, practice answers, practice quizzes and tests. All of that information is very important to put into your outline. Make sure that you begin outlining in week 2 of your law school journey. The reason why is because by week 2, you will have learned so much information in a relatively short period of time for each of your classes, right? So for several different classes. And so it's important that you start outlining right away. Now, I know that I've referenced outlining here, and for some of you that may seem like a foreign topic or something that you may or may not want to do. And that's okay. Law school is about running your race your way. You've done some things to get you to this point that have made you to be successful, and you know what it takes to study your best, to be at your best, and you know how you learn. So as long as you can put some steps into place that you can implement so that way you can attain the information and present your best study methods, that's all that matters here, and that's all that I'm asking for. So create some type of study guide that's going to help you retain the information throughout the semester, something that'll be easily accessible that you can go back to frequently, something that's going to help you to review older information, to review information as you're going, and then to also help you add future information into it to prepare you for those midterms and final exams. And for some of you, it may not just be an outline that's start to finish, a Microsoft Word document or something like that. For some of you, this might look like an Excel spreadsheet. It may look like a PowerPoint. It may look like a Venn diagram. For others, it may look like flashcards. Any of these methods can be used as your outline. An outline is just something, like I said before, that's going to help you retain the information throughout the semester. And again, let me reiterate, because I have to keep doing this, it needs to be accessible, y'all. If you're not going to use it and go back to it, there's no point in wasting your time on it, okay? So if you're going to use it and you're going to dedicate time to start outlining, make sure that you're actually using that information, you're going back to it constantly, and it's someplace that you can access it frequently. Your outline should help you prepare for your midterms and for your final exams. Your outline is designed to teach you how to process issues, identify the rules that govern those issues, and apply those rules to the facts taken from a fact pattern. And you're going to do that either on multiple choice questions, or you can do that for writing out an exam. So a fact pattern is used to test your knowledge on an exam of an issue, or sometimes several issues. And we'll get more into fact patterns and how to prepare for your legal exams at a later date when we drop some more gems on you for different videos throughout this program. But for now, just know that that's what a fact pattern represents. And some of those should also be in your outline as well in the form of case briefs. So if you know that there are some really important bedrock cases that your professors have emphasized a lot, that you know for a fact or that you are kind of certain about will show up on a midterm or final exam, be sure you're dropping those case briefs and dropping that information into your outline outline as well. A really big question that I get about outlining is, how do I organize it? And a lot of times we try to reinvent the wheel that's already been established for us. Your professor has already set the guardrails for what your outline should be, and that's your course syllabus, right? So the course syllabus is organized according to the topics that you've learned in the chronological order in which you've learned them throughout the semester. And that's exactly how you should organize your outline in order to keep up with those topics and to make sure you don't have any missing gaps or voids in your outline. Your outline should place emphasis on headings or things that you have a difficult time remembering or grasping. Anything that you feel that can be emphasized within your outline or that should be emphasized in your outline, you owe it to yourself and to your learning and studying experience to do that, whether that be by highlighting or bolding the text, or underlining or italicizing, or putting a comment out in the margins if you're going to use a Word document. If you're going to handwrite your notes in your notebook and handwrite your outline, that's fine too. Just make sure that you're tabbing that with a page finder or something that's going to help draw emphasis to those important topics. It's also important that your outline includes the rules from the case law that you've been learning throughout all of your doctrinal courses throughout the semester. This is very pertinent because unless you have an open book exam, or unless it's a closed book of facts where the professor gives you the rules or tells you the case law that you should be applying to the facts of that fact pattern on an exam, it's not going to be given to you. You're not going to see it. That's a part of what they're testing you on the midterms and in the finals are the rules and whether you know them. So not only will you be expected to identify the issue, but you'll be expected to know the rule that corresponds with that issue and to write it out as well when you're writing your exam, or to identify the rule that's being tested in a multiple choice question, for instance. So it's very important that you are writing out the rules that apply to the topics that you've learned throughout each course for that semester, and drop those in your outline as well. Now, I also get questions about how long should my outline be, right? Your outline should be between 50 to 80 pages depending on the subject matter. So for some courses it'll be longer, for some courses it'll be shorter. It just depends on the important information that you want to drop into your outline that's going to help you study, because remember, this is for you. And sometimes it helps to even go to your professors and ask them, hey, can you review my outline if you have time, or can you look and kind of peruse and tell me if I'm on the right track? Have I included the right information? But remember, it should serve as a meaty skeleton or as a shell of information, the most important of which you'll need to know for your midterms and for your final exams. As you are creating your outline, you'll start to understand where there are gaps, either missing information that you didn't catch during class, during the notes, or information that you're not understanding when you're going through your cases and you're reading, or just information that you keep finding yourself getting incorrect when you're practicing your quizzes or your tests, or you're taking exams and you're quizzing yourself and you're like, you know what, I still don't get this. I'm still missing it, right? I'm still getting these answers incorrect and I don't know the proper logic in order to help me get there. Those are the questions and those are the gaps that you want to save for your professors to answer during office hours. Now that's all that I have for you for today for this topic on outlining. If I neglected to put in any information that you still need more information about, or if you would like me to dive deeper or create a supplemental video, I'm more than happy to do that. Just feel free to drop me a comment in the below and I will check them. You can also like and subscribe to this channel so you get notifications when I post more videos for law school gyms, so you are sure to never miss out. Feel free to share this video with someone who you think could benefit from it, specifically if they are going into their first semester of law school, if they are currently in their first semester, or if they are considering law school, or even someone who may be further along in their law school journey who you think could benefit from these gems. More than happy to help them. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching until the very end. Really helps me grow this channel and reach as much of the audience that I want to, in order to continue to give back to the legal journey the way that it has to me. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you next time when we discuss office hours on Law School Gyms. Bye and have a good one.